Happy Sunday!
Happy Sunday! Hi, this is Ernie. I'm that guy who had $6 in his checking account to now having millions of dollars. Today, I want to make sure that I'm speaking the right language. I've always been talking in a term that is more clear to me because I'm a driver. So I set a milestone and that's what I try to achieve. But not everybody talks like this. If I talk to my wife about like numbers and goals, she's not gonna find it relevant. But if I talk about emotions, then she finds it a little more relevant. So that's what I want to talk about today. Have you ever been in a situation where you go out to eat with a group of friends and you order maybe $10 worth of food and your friends order $40, $50 worth of food and drinks, and you feel ashamed to tell them that we need to just get a separate check, especially if you're tight on budget. But because of that shame, sometimes what we do is we make irrational, emotional decision to get us in a worse financial shape, like still agreeing to Dutch, like same amount everybody regardless of what they eat. So I want to talk about that. It has a lot to do with how you're raised. So for example, my family, it's all about saving money and buying real estate, versus to some people it's all about using debt. So I have a friend, no matter how much cash he has, he just always gets into a habit of using credit card, paying 20% in interest, and just wasting money, because that's what his parents used to do. And they will just hold on to the cash just for rainy days. To me, it's extremely odd, but that's how that person was raised. So this might actually impact your financial decisions and habits. And I also have a couple where wife does not want to confront anything. So her mindset has always been, if I look another way, the problem will go away. Unfortunately, with money, that's not how it works. You need to take a good look at it and make sure that you address the problem. But that's how you're raised, and some people really don't want any confrontation. So when they are in that situation, husband and wife, they are saying, you know what? Our life will change as we continue to make money. Let's not worry about this. Let's continue to use credit card and being in debt. So that's how they typically live. And of course, it balloons up because 20% interest rate is extremely...
Happy Friday!
Hey, it's extremely high. Also, in some families, there's a clear gender role. Men manage money, they earn money. Women, they take care of the house. And they want to continue this tradition for some reason, despite many men. I mean, our divorce rate is extremely high. They leave. I mean, that's just an unfortunate event. But if you're not learning to manage money and just have this traditional way of gender roles where men typically manage money, women are going to be in a worse financial position. So you need to also break out of that, whether this is how your parents used to live or not. Other people are afraid of numbers. Like me being Asian, of course, it's so funny when I go play pickleball, people are like, oh, what's the score again? They always ask me because I'm the only Asian person and I'm supposed to be good at math. Believe it or not, I mean, this is not supposed to be funny, but believe it or not, there are a lot of people say, oh, I cannot manage money because I'm not good at math. In this day and age, there's ChatGPT, Grok 3. There's so many tools out there that you don't have to be a math genius to manage your finance. Some people are scared to look at numbers. So that's another reason. So rather than tactical things, it's not like I want to put $5 and change my behavior, but emotionally, there's a lot of baggages that we have. Another thing we commonly see is, I don't want to negotiate. My answer has always been to people, my clients, my consultants that used to work for me, is if you never ask, you'll never know. You'll never get it. And when you ask, the worst answer is no. And I've shown in my videos where I call AT&T and they're like, oh, yeah, we'll lower your rate and we'll give you $100 gift card. Amazing. You just save $100 or got $100 free money and you save about $12 a month, which can go towards buying like one share of SoFi every month just because you made that phone call. And I also do something really stupid. Let me show you what I do. So I live in the US and almost everywhere accepts credit card. But I don't feel safe or I don't feel secure unless I have at least $300 in my wallet. So every single time in my wallet, so 100, no, there's euros, there's $2 bill, 100, 200, 300, 350, and about $400 in cash. Versus if I put this into an investment account, it will grow. Luckily I'm in a financial position where it might not make a lot of difference, but me being this silly, insecure about not having enough cash, this money is just depreciating every year, right? 2 to 3%. Versus if it goes into SP 500,
Daddy,
if I put this money in SPY, it will grow 10 to 12%. So
Daddy,
some of the things that I do, and I'm sure for a lot of you, these emotional things are preventing you from potentially saving and investing. And a lot of you guys are scared. It doesn't matter how many times S&P 500 has gone up, pretty much a straight line. Yeah, it has ups and downs, but you still feel insecure about investing. But that fear might be coming from your family background, previous history. Good job, give me 5. So this is the book that I recommend for those who are fearful of investing, who cannot detach your emotions from budgeting, saving money, and investing. It's a really, really popular book. It actually talks to people who are more on the emotional side rather than rational side or driver side if we're talking about social style. And this is worth reading. And of course, at the library, it's free. And I think that's a big portion of my sister's fears when they first started investing. It is the fear of, what if I lose? The stock market will go up and down, but eventually, over a long run, it will go up 10 to 12%. Despite the historical record, they still have fears because we actually have a family member, one of our friends, close friends, who lost everything. So because of that perception, they were still not willing to invest until I actually sat down with them side by side. This is worth a read. So take a look and please try to get a copy from the library rather than buying this book. Untangle your relationship with money for better mental, emotional, and financial well-being. Hopefully this was useful. Hopefully it gives you different perspective of how you want to manage money. And my apologies for this little boy keep making sound and calling daddy to get my attention. Ding, ding, ding. Hey. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, repost, and comment. And I'm slowly getting to my direct messages. So if you have anything sensitive, please send me a direct message and I'll get back to you. Hopefully you had an amazing weekend and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
You gotta wave. Bye.
Bye. Ding, ding.